Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning, Taft families, Taft Wizards. Happy Wizard Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, March 25th, 2020. This is Mrs. Williams, your principal, for today's message. Our weather today is a little bit cloudy and overcast, and I think it might actually rain today. So keep that in mind if you're going to go outside today. Get out now before it rains. So first, I would like to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. So everybody please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you, boys and girls. And because it's Wizard Wednesday, we also like to say the Taft Pledge. So please join me in the Taft Pledge. And say it with me, one hand on your heart, making this promise that you promise to do this everywhere you go. As a proud member of Taft Elementary School, I will be safe, be respectful, be responsible, and show self-control. So remember that you could do that at home or wherever you go, but right now, boys and girls, we're trying to stay home as much as possible. At this time, I would like to just share with you, yesterday's game was first to $1, so you can also play the opposite, first to spend $1. So it's played similarly. However, you start with $1, so you give yourself 4 quarters and your partner 4 quarters. I'm just going to show you the quick version. And you would roll the dice. And parents, this is excellent practice for making change. We know it when you go to the store, people don't know how to make change without a machine. So I need to spend 1 penny, but you can see I don't have a penny, so I have to trade in my quarter for what makes a quarter. So I know I need 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 cents is the same as a quarter. So I trade that in the bank. Now I have 25 cents. Now I can spend 1 penny. So I spend it. Then my partner would go. So now I'm going to spend 2 pennies. That's easy. I have that. Then I'm going to spend 4 pennies. Uh-oh, I don't have it. What can I trade? I can trade in my dime. I'm going to leave it right here so I don't forget. A dime is how much? 10 cents. So I'm going to trade in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cents. This is the same as the dime. Put that in the bank. This is mine. Now can I spend 4 pennies? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then my partner would go, and now it's my turn. 4 cents again. I could trade in my nickel for 5 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not easy to do on a camera. Okay, 4 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get the idea. I keep spending my money down until it's all gone. So this will make $1 last a longer time than you expect. So you can play first to spend $1. And please keep remembering to practice those other games I showed you with your math facts with the cards, because these are important skills, boys and girls, and it's much nicer to play a game than to just do paper and pencil. So now I would like to read to you. A is for America. Yesterday I read letters A and B. So today I'm going to read letters C and D. Let me flip my camera. So A is for America, an American alphabet, written by Devin Skillian, illustrated by Pam Carroll. Let's see if this is going to work with the light on. So I did A, B, and C. C. C is for the cities that reach to the blue, like Chicago, Cleveland, Charlotte, and Cincinnati do. And it's for the Constitution that guides us still today, written for we the people to find a better way. Let's see. Cities in the United States come in all sizes and personalities. Each has its own habits and traditions. Charleston, South Carolina, is very different from Cheyenne, Wyoming, but they are both very American. The Constitution is the set of ideas and laws that gave birth to the United States of America. It was written in 1787, and it very much guides our nation today. Many other nations have used the American Constitution as an instruction book for their own governments? That's C. And here's D. Detroit is in Michigan, a northern state. Dallas is in Texas, a southern state. Denver is in Colorado, a western state. Dover is in Delaware, an eastern state. There are 2 Dakotas in the United States, North Dakota and South Dakota. Dakota is the Sioux Indian word for friend. D is for Detroit and its shiny automobiles. It's called the Motor City, and it's put the world on wheels. It's Dallas, it's Denver, and Dover, Delaware. It's the Dakotas in December when snow is in the air. So there's D. I hope you enjoyed those 2 pages, boys and girls. I also wanted to share with you a schedule for the day. Now, Mrs. Williams does not have a whiteboard in her house. Contrary to popular belief, teachers and principals do not have smart boards or whiteboards in their house. And I know that this at-home learning might be a little bit overwhelming sometimes for you or confusing. You don't know what to do. So my advice for all children and parents and teachers and myself included is to have a daily schedule to some degree with some flexibility. So I created just a sample daily schedule. Now, obviously, you want to wake up and have breakfast and get dressed. I know that a lot of you want to just stay in your pajamas all day, but it is a great idea to get dressed. I get dressed and take a shower every morning, mainly because I know I'm going to be videotaping myself, but also because I know it gets me ready for the day. Now, I will tell you that when I get dressed, my favorite outfit are jeans and a t-shirt. So at home, I wear jeans and a t-shirt. You don't have to get dressed in your finest when you're learning at home, unless you want to. And then another thing that you want to do, so I'm balancing my book time with my digital time. So you want to read 20 to 30 minutes in a paper book if possible. And then you can spend some time on digital reading. We have iReady or Raz Kids. There's lots of digital resources. Your teachers, I met with all of your teachers this week, all the classroom teachers so far, and I know they all have Google Classrooms. So please reach out to them through Google Classroom or email. They have a lot of resources for you, and I know it can be overwhelming, but just pick one to do. That way you're not overwhelmed. And if you want more, then you can always ask your teachers for more. Then after you do some reading, maybe spend some time at special. Do something with art. I know Mrs. Zumak sent some things out. Mr. Davis sent some stuff out for music, as well as Mrs. D. Pasquale. And Miss Hen and Mrs. Milady sent some information out for physical education. And I know that Mrs. Martinez has also been pushing out some things. I sent an email out earlier, I think last week from them. If you need that information again, please let me know and I can resend it to you. Then maybe by that time you're hungry, so have a snack break. And then spend some time in math. The same as the reading, we want to do paper and pencil and digital. So make sure you do a little bit of both. We have iReady. I think some teachers use iExcel. And I was trying to think of other online digital resources. I know we have them. And I know your teachers have shared them with you too. Also check your Wizards launch. There's a lot of apps on there. Then you can always play a math game or a board game of some sort. Those are excellent skills. Then I'm sure you'll be hungry for a lunch break by then. And then after lunch, you could do some writing activities. You could write a story or a comic strip, maybe write in a journal, write a letter to somebody or type an email, or do any one of the writing activities that your teacher is talking to you about. And then there's time for science and social studies. I know that there's projects, activities that you can do for science or social studies. And if that's a lot in a day, please don't feel like you have to do it. Boys and girls, I want you to just practice your learning. Remember, your main job is to learn as a child. And we want you to learn how to read, how to write, and how to do math. Those are very important skills. So make sure that you have a schedule for the day. And our courage quote for today. So this one says, courage is like a muscle. We strengthen it with each use. So boys and girls, practicing your courage every day, just like learning every day strengthens the brain muscle, practicing your courage every day will make it stronger and make it easier for you to be brave. And let's see, I have one fun riddle for you today. So what weighs more, So this is talking about weight. A pound of bricks or a pound of feathers. So if you had a pound of bricks in one hand and a pound of feathers in the other hand, which one would weigh more? And if you said that they weigh the same, you're correct, because 1 pound of bricks is the same as 1 pound of feathers. You would just need a lot more feathers to equal a pound of feathers, to equal a pound of bricks. And before we sign off, Archer is taking his morning nap. Oh, you can add that to your daily schedule too, right, Archer? Archer likes to nap. And the guinea pigs also like to nap. They're so cute when they're laying down. Nothing cuter than a sleeping guinea pig. Oh, you're awake, Pip. Say hello, boys and girls. And Squeak is laying down. They take turns in their hut, which is very nice, isn't it? Boys and girls, make sure you take turns with your brothers and sisters if you have them. Listen to your parents, and please reach out to your teachers if you have any questions or concerns with anything that you're doing at school. And as always, you can reach out to me too. So have a very happy Wizard Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow.